Now everybody recognizes this, the ubiquitous Zippo hand warmer. It really doesn't need any introduction. What you may not recognize is what's happened to it. If you'd like to know what Frankenstein did to this hand warmer, then just stay tuned.
Here one day, gone the next. It all begins the night before, like a kid on Christmas Eve, just watching the snow build up. The buzz of anticipation for that first chair, that first line, that first slash. Skiing powder to me feels like being a superhero. It's the only time that I can move as fast as a speeding bullet. I can fly through the air and land with just the lightest feather touch. I can slash a turn and feel like I'm flying.
Now we're going to restore a Zippo that has no head on it. And the first thing we're going to want to do is do the grommet mod and put a 1/4-inch grommet in the shoulder of the unit so that once we have a spring in place, we can refill it. Now that I've got the snorkel installed through a grommet which feeds down to the bottom of the hand warmer, before I work in the neck, I see that I don't have a complete fill of reservoir material to absorb my fuel, so I am going to add a bit more carbon felt, and it's a little harder with this particular Zippo because of those bars that they put across, but you can still stuff it in there like that. With that done, I'm now ready to insert I've got a stainless steel exterior wood screw here, and I'm going to put that right down the center. Maybe leave about 1/8 of an inch, and then I'm going to take one of the large Johnny springs, and then I'm going to put that over the screw. And now you can see I have this spring over top of that screw, and the screw is still protruding up. So the next thing now, to finish it off, I'm going to get that screw pushed down as far as possible in there, which means getting my bit into the screw. I'm going to take the catalyst pad and normally I would use it. These are 1 inch by 1.25 inches, and normally I would take the long way and insert it into the spring. However, because that screw is in the middle, what I propose to do is take it from the 1 inch way, and I'm going to cut it that way, and then now there's no exact science to this. It's whatever fits comfortably. Don't pack it too tight, because then it can't get enough air in through the material. So it's best to refuel from a bottle so that you know you're not overfilling. It seems like if you line up the snorkel with the tip of an S Boston filler bottle, it seems to just pour in there quite nicely. Alright, so now we're going to take the USB lighter and apply it to the head. So after letting the Zippo warm up for a little bit, our probe temperature is telling us, I have to read it backwards, but it looks to me like that's 159. Need 160, which brings it up to about as good as we get with an S Boston. So it seems like this little Zippo hand warmer restoration is probably well worth considering. Well, one little afterthought, which I just discovered when I took the head off, was the heat melted our snorkel. I don't think the snorkel is totally critical, and so I think we can probably jettison that part of our mod and just fill through the grommet in future.